How's it going, everyone? Mick Ambrose from All About Tech. Welcome back to another video. It's the first video of the week, and the market isn't looking fantastic, unfortunately. But that is how the market works. We don't know what's around the corner. Obviously, thinking long term. Obviously, we're all really confident that the cryptocurrency market is going to grow and be humongous in the long term future. And today I've been looking around all the Telegram chats and stuff, and there's quite a few people that are not feeling very optimistic. A lot of people fudding, as you will. And I just thought that I'd take the time for my first video of the week, because I'll be completely honest, I didn't really have a great weekend. It was a very tough weekend at work, and yeah, I wasn't in the best of moods, and I just had to take yesterday just to chill out for a bit and really gain some of my calm persona that everyone has grown to know. So today, this video, I thought, wait a minute, before I go into today's video, I'll just have a quick announcement. Let me just grab it. I got sent this lovely little coin. Let me just focus in on that for you. I got sent this lovely coin. It was from a guy called M. He went to the BCI Summit. The person that sent me the footage, he was lucky enough to meet Richard Ells, and I've got another exciting video coming up this week of basically talking about his experience with Richard Ells, and to go into more detail with it, a lot more detail with it, because I think a lot of new people and a lot of people that may not have as much confidence in ETN anymore really need to see it, because it just shows that, in my opinion, there's nothing to worry about. Enjoy your lives, and then just one day wake up and hopefully ETN will be out there on the map as a top 10 crypto. Not a price prediction, but obviously I think I'm really bullish on ETN. I mean, I do pretty much all my videos about ETN because people are excited for it. But yeah, just thank you for this coin. I'm going to have it put in a glass case as soon as I get a chance to do that. But moving into today's video, I want to talk about everyone that's been fudding on the few small things that maybe Electroneum could have done a bit better on, but you live by making mistakes and then learning from those mistakes and moving on. And I want to talk about all of the positives that they've been doing, and a lot of the positives that nobody is talking about. And in terms of the market cap, people don't need to be looking at ETN's market cap right now, because they're a 6-month-old cryptocurrency that have a lot to do. They have a lot announced, and the future does look bright for them. So the first positive that I'm going to be talking about is partnerships. Electroneum have announced some really good partnerships with the likes of Zaius, Fanfare. A really important one is Coiny out of Japan. I'm going to eventually do a video on this separately, because it is a massive deal, especially considering Coiny are the first cryptocurrency exchange in Japan to be given the license by the Japanese Financial Authority. So they are regulated. They're a regulated exchange, which makes it more inviting for new investors to come in. Mobile operators are partner with Electroneum as well, and we've not even had these announced. That's the first positive. The second positive I want to talk about is the app. The Electroneum app is well, how many other cryptos have their own dedicated app? Not many, and it's important because it's simple to use as well. Obviously, it's only available on Android at the moment. That's a bit of maybe you'd call it a disadvantage. But obviously, Apple have they've just renewed and edited their cryptocurrency app listing criteria that these cryptocurrencies are having to meet, and these crypto-related apps are having to meet. And now that puts Electroneum in a good position to edit what it is they need to edit, and reapply and get it onto the exchange for those people. The next thing I want to talk about is Electroneum's unique identifier. What uniquely identifies them? And that is the mobile miner. Granted, yeah, it doesn't mine on the actual blockchain, but you don't want your phone to explode. And people say, oh, it's just a marketing gimmick. It's just a marketing gimmick. So what if it is a marketing gimmick? If it gets people into the crypto space, then why not? I mean, people say, oh, it's a marketing gimmick. You're not insulting anybody by saying that. You're actually saying, actually, that's a really clever idea to get people on board to a cryptocurrency. It's a very clever way, and especially with the one-level referral scheme as well. Give your code out to people, you mine more, they mine more. There's no direct one person's taking all that money for it. It's not a Ponzi scheme or anything like that. It's just a simple one-level referral scheme. The same scheme that PayPal have used in the past. The same scheme that Amazon have used in the past. The same that Netflix have used in the past. And it's a really good way to get people into it. Another thing is an experienced, proven team. How many cryptocurrencies have not only the quality of the team behind Electroneum, but the depth of the team as well? Electroneum have covered every department in terms of a viable business model and an organizational structure. They have those in support, they have those in marketing now with their new marketing manager. They have a development team, obviously, and they've got PR. PR kind of goes with marketing, and then you've got the senior members of staff as well. And I mean, all in all, I think there's around 20 of them. That's a lot for a startup cryptocurrency. And it's really important to note that these people as well, they've been selected because of the skills that they have. And moving on from like the team as well, it may be seen as a bit of a disadvantage that maybe they didn't have the world-leading blockchain developers at the start of the project. But the whole point is that blockchain is still new and people are learning blockchain. I don't think Electroneum should be kicked in the leg or kicked in the shins over that, because I mean they did something about it and they recruited people. And as you can see now, the blockchain works. The blockchain works well. I bought crypto from Cryptopia. When I moved my Electroneum, when I sold my Electroneum on KuCoin for Bitcoin, moved it to Cryptopia, and then bought my ETM back on Cryptopia, and then sent it to my Electroneum wallet. It was done within 10 minutes. It was 10-20 minutes. Yeah, it was a little 10-20 minutes. Yeah, it can be considered quite slow. But because we're getting this instant payment system, this kind of PayPal verification that you do have the funds in the wallet and it reserves it, it kind of makes that, it just kind of makes that point that actually it doesn't need to take 3 seconds to get from A to B. As long as it gets there within a reasonable amount of time for the vendors and for the people receiving Electroneum, that's fine. The next positive I want to talk about is speed of growth. People are flooding on ETN and not taking into account that actually Electroneum have accomplished something no cryptocurrency has accomplished, and that is being the fastest cryptocurrency to reach 1 million users. Bitcoin didn't reach 1 million users in that short space of time. Ripple didn't. Litecoin hasn't. Cardano hasn't. EOS hasn't. None of them have done it this quickly. And at the moment, ETN are sitting at literally just shy of 1.7 million users in 6 months. That's pretty damn impressive. And that's something that's not being spoken about enough. And that's through viral growth alone. So the marketing's yet to start. The next thing I want to talk about is the instant payment system, which was unveiled at the BCI summit. This is massive because it's innovative towards the technology. People are saying, oh, but it makes it centralized. No, decentralization is great, yes. It makes things a lot harder to hack and etc. But the whole point is innovation. And having a hybrid blockchain, that is innovation. You've got this decentralized blockchain that processes the transactions, that makes sure that your transactions are not getting lost, they're not being sent to the wrong place, and that they're not being stolen. Because on the blockchain, that physically doesn't happen. And then you've got the centralized part that reserves the coins, tells it where it's going to go, and then it sends it when there's room on the blockchain for it to happen. It is a really clever system. And they're only going to improve the blockchain as well, so that the actual waiting time is going to get lower and lower. So that's absolutely massive. And they've patented this technology, which they've applied for the global patents now as well. The original one was just for UK patent for the UK Patent Office, but now they've done it for globally, which they stated on their website. Another thing is that they're prepared and ready for regulation. Regulation is coming to cryptocurrency. They've just announced that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not classed as securities. Whether they class different ones as securities, I don't know. I think it all depends on how they see ICO funding as a validated reason to class something as a security. I don't know, because it's all based on that time frame, isn't it? If it was too long ago, then they might have to just call it a currency asset class like Bitcoin. But in terms of regulation is coming, and this is where that Coiny partnership, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it properly, but the Coiny partnership in Japan, that plays a massive role, because because Electroneum already have one step. They've already got one step in to an exchange that is already regulated and that is already recognised by a real authority for regulation. And Japan, cryptocurrency is massive. Coiny's overall trade volume is huge, and they're merging with Kryptos as well. So they're going to become one big exchange, and it's going to be easy to use for all. And that's what I'm going to be doing a separate video on, so I'm not going to go into detail now. But yeah, that's really important, the regulation side of it. Electroneum they've prepared for regulation, and that's the whole point of it. You have to be one step ahead. All these cryptocurrencies are going to be caught out when say like suddenly it's declared that they've got to pay tax on all that ICO money. Imagine if that had to happen. But by getting ready for it, getting ready for the regulation, you can be prepared for it. And Electroneum is putting the steps in place. It's not just about innovating the technology and going at 1,000 miles per hour. There is a lot to do to get a cryptocurrency mass adopted. There are a lot of different factors, and they're taking each factor and putting in 110% on it, in my opinion. So the next positive, and as you can see, there are a lot of positives compared to the couple negatives that I've said so far. The community, and that goes off saying 1.7 million users, and the community is so strong. I love making videos about Electroneum because I love talking to you guys in the comment section, etc. I know I've been lacking in the comment section as of late, but I've been super busy. But yeah, I love communicating with everybody in the community, and that's why I love making videos about Electroneum, and that's why I love Electroneum. Another thing that I want to talk about is transparency. A lot of these cryptocurrencies, you don't know who's behind them. You don't know how many people are behind them. You don't know what their background is. There's loads of ICOs coming out where you just don't know who they are. And why would you invest in something that you don't know who they are? You know everybody at Electroneum, even the dog Ruby. But But yeah, transparency is really important, and I think Electroneum are so confident in their transparency because they come across as genuine people. Richard Ells is a genuine person, and I'm going to go into detail as to why I know that, because like I said, managed to go to the BCR summit and meet him, and managed to talk to him, etc., and get to know him a little bit. So and that's really important. And Richard Ells gave him the time to do that. And M posted it on Reddit, which I did link in the description of my last video, but I will be doing a whole separate video because it deserves the attention, that Reddit post. It deserves the attention, and I'm going to give it the attention. So yeah, transparency. Communication. ETN are constantly communicating with us. We got an email yesterday, or the day before. Yeah, which, by the way, I got a shout out for it. All of the the YouTubers got a shout out. The Knights Telegram got a shout out, and I just want to say thank you to Electroneum for giving me that shout out, because it really meant a lot to me, to be honest with you. It meant that my videos are being noticed and they're being appreciated, and that my content is being regarded as valuable content for the community. And then not only that as a positive, but I've got two more down, which I've got to say as well, and that is prioritising. ETN have been prioritising their different aspects of what they're doing, and that's very important as well, because they're not just they're not just focused on the price of Electroneum. Yeah, down the line it's gonna play a role, yes, but at the moment the price of Electroneum doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because Electroneum haven't released anything apart from the app and the mobile miner. They've not released anything. They've not opened this real world use case of vendor integration and the API platform and the instant payment process. And what brings me on to the next positive is that they're providing solutions like the gig economy. Sorry, I was corrected in my last video because I was saying GIG economy, when actually it's just pronounced gig economy. Thank you for that, by the way, whoever commented it. I did notice. Yeah, providing solutions. The gig economy, nobody's even thought to enter that space in terms of crypto. And Electroneum has taken that and thought, well, you know what? There are so many people in these developing countries that actually they would like to earn Electroneum through doing jobs and stuff. And especially once the vendor integration, it all links in so that you're earning Electroneum and you're being able to spend that Electroneum as well. And it's absolutely fantastic that they're doing, it's like this big circle. And that is the ecosystem. It's this big circle of the different stages of what you can do with Electroneum and how Electroneum works and how it recycles through the ecosystem. And of course, you're going to have exchanges where you're buying and selling and trading. But for the most part, it's just going to be circling around vendors, gig economy, like so you go out to a restaurant and you take ETN for it, retail, all these use cases for Electroneum, and then eventually someone will sell it on an exchange, but then someone will buy it from an exchange, so then they can spend it, and then the circle continues, and that is where you get the value, and that is when you will see the price of ETN start to rise. That is when it will happen, once you've got this use case and this ecosystem where it's circling round. Apart from that, the only other disadvantage we've had so far, well actually there's two. ASICs, which has been addressed now, and yeah, they kind of sucked the life out of ETN a little bit, but it's addressed now. And yeah, we've got a lot of nice hash mining power at the moment, and that's probably a contributing factor as to why there's still a massive sell wall in Cryptopia. But it's all in the short term, guys. It's all in the short term. And then the only other thing is the wallet scaling issue. They had it on Cryptopia. They've developed a wallet that can now handle all of the traffic. KuCoin are currently working on it, and to put that into perspective, you've got to then think, oh, you know what, I'm going to turn that into a positive, because nobody was expecting Electroneum to have so much traffic in terms of transactions. And actually, it's actually a good thing that the issue was found. I personally hope Electroneum themselves are putting together a industrial wallet type solution to go out to everybody. I don't necessarily think it should be up to exchanges to provide the wallet solution for that. That's my personal opinion. Because if you want to get on bigger exchanges, you're going to have to provide solutions that are fit for purpose and that are ready to go out the bat. They don't want a wallet solution that is going to then become an issue after a certain amount of transactions, especially on a high volume exchange, because it will happen much faster. But I think that's in the works, personally. If it's happened with Cryptopia and KuCoin, something will be in the works for it. But anyway, that's today's video. I hope you liked it, guys. Comment down below what you think about all these positives. There's a lot of positives to the project, and I hope people feel a bit more optimistic about it now that I've gone into why we need to just keep soldiering on and holding on. A bear market is tough, but those that are greedy when others are fearful, those are the ones that make the gains at the end of the day. A bear market shakes out all the weak hands so that a smaller amount of people hold the bigger number of crypto, and those are the individuals that win in the end. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe down below. It's down there somewhere. I'm not pointing at anything rudely, don't worry. But yeah, I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out, guys.